Yes.
Okay, so we are here at the Digital Marketing Summit. And so we talk about a lot of real estate agents are watching this, and typically the industry norms and standard, they're talking about door knocking, one-to-one. And today, what I learned from you is the power of omnipresence. Can you share a little bit to real estate agents audience who's watching this, what does it mean to be everywhere at the same time versus one-on-one in today's age?
Yeah. So a lot of real estate agents say, I don't have time. There's not enough time. Time is an enemy or something like that. But it's not time that's the problem. It's the agent, how they think about things. So Rudy here, like this video that we're shooting right now, this can become an asset. Okay, one video, marketing asset, and then you take that one video and you compound it across multiple media channels. So let's say the video is 5 minutes long. Well, that's like 5 Instagram posts if you want it to be. Let's say that we're doing a Facebook Live. We download the Facebook Live video, save it on our desktop, edit it however we want to, upload it to our YouTube channel, take the YouTube link, go back and post it on the Facebook page with appropriate offer. Okay, so that's just some examples of taking an asset and spreading it out over LinkedIn, whatever it is. So you just have to know the formula for actually generating prospects, leads, and traffics by making really good relevant offers in whatever marketing asset it is, and then you spread it out wherever.
And the reason that is critical in today's information age is because as technology becoming more and more advanced, think about it. You get the listings. The moment your listing gets syndicated on the MLS, it gets syndicated to over 15,000 end-user websites. In my MLS out in LA, it gets syndicated to 15,000 websites. So it's crazy, right? So the listing agent work hard for that listing. It gets syndicated to 15,000 websites, and then the other agent, now Zillow, sell it back to the agent.
It's actually theft. It's actually theft that the industry has created, and we don't like it. So when you list a house and you rush to put it in MLS, number one, that's abdication of marketing. Okay, that's an invitation to opposing counsel, like bring in agents that represent buyers to beat your seller up on terms. That's not the coolest thing ever. If I'm a seller, I wouldn't like that. And of course, let's say I'm a buyer, I drive by the listing, I type in the address on my device for my cell phone, go to Google and type in the listing address to get information, because I sure as heck don't want to call the salesperson on the sign. And when I click go on Google, well, there are plenty of search results there. The problem is the search results are Zillow and Trulia and Realtor.com and Redfin and whoever else is there with or in this case, your listing. Like you're nowhere to be seen. And if you do show up, like on Zillow, you might show up there, but they click a link and Zillow gets the lead, not you. So it's a bit unfair the way that the industry has designed it. So I don't know where that's going to go, Rudy, but I know that people like you have figured out how to take your listings and generate a lot of traffic without playing ball the way that everybody else does it.
So this week here, just want to make sure we are not here. When we talk about Digital Marketing Summit, we are not here just to get your name out there. That's not the intent. Think about it. The owner of the house hired you to sell the home sold. So it's our responsibility to get that home sold. There is no abdication. So the reason we are here this week is to help to imagine what if there is no MLS. So we take over that space in the digital world. So when you hire me to sell your home, the buyers contact me directly. So it's going to be an awesome week here in Toronto. And is there any last words for real estate agents?
Yes. So if you like the idea of scaling your business, in other words, taking your real estate job that depends on you and turning it into a business that doesn't depend on you, so you can get better service, give better service and get better results, then you want to get involved with Craig Proctor's system here. We're on the leading edge, like Rudy just said, of social media marketing systems, because we understand and use direct response marketing in those platforms, which is something that is not an industry norm and standard. So hopefully we can see you at one of our events soon. Rudy, great job. Doing great.
All right, see you.
Thank you.
Showtime.
5 hours behind from Los Angeles. It's amazing. The Digital Marketing Summit. Do you guys know why we're here? So for me, I got my 3 things to do. First one, I want to know if I get a listing. If I get a listing, how can I go directly to the buyer? Right? Think about it. So there's no more application of marketing. The way the industry norms and standards is that the real estate agents, the owner of the house, hire the agents on the listings, and the agents input it on the MLS. And then there's the abdicate that marketing responsibility. Think about it. It's your listing, Tony. You put it on the MLS, it gets syndicated to 15,000 end user website, and they actually sell the leads back to you. And so today, in the next 3 days, this is beyond just Facebook or digital. There's a real purpose for me. The reason I'm here, number one, I want to make sure I take back control on our business. This is not your cell phone. This is no longer a cell phone. What is this? This is a machine, man. With this morning, already did 3 Facebook Live, Instagram posts. I'm already talking to 50,000 buyers who's looking to buy homes in Los Angeles. Right? That's the power of digital marketing. So that's the first one. The second one I'm here is, hey, how can I be omnipresent? How many of you know what omnipresence means? Omnipresent. How can you be in 50,000 different places at the same time? The power of digital marketing media. Hey, how about this? I was messing around with Jason yesterday. Instead of door knocking, which is the industry norm and standards, with the power of digital marketing that we'll learn the next 3 days, what is it called? The reverse door knocking. What if 50,000 buyers and sellers and real estate agents are knocking at your door, thinking of buying and selling and joining your team? Think about that. And so I was sitting in this room about maybe 5, 6 years ago when I first joined in, and when I was with my traditional brokerage, that's all they asked me to do, right? Cold calling and door knocking and traditional. Like, man, I was sitting here, and the first time I heard from Craig the idea of reverse prospecting. I'm like, who talk about reverse prospecting? I never heard of the idea of reverse prospecting, but today, 2019, can you believe it? We are at the Digital Marketing Summit that we actually literally reversing the whole concept. Instead of us chasing them, what if they chase us? Right? So this is perfect so we talk about, so for me, the reason I'm here the next 3 days, number one, I want to make sure I take control of all my listings. Imagine if there is no MLS. Doesn't exist. Instead of me abdicating the responsibility of getting my listing sold, what if I go directly to the buyers go directly to my listing, and the listing sold? Imagine that, right? And second is on the omnipresence. How can I be in everywhere at the same time? Do you know how many times people in my office, like right now as I'm standing here right now, people in my office calling about, hey, lease my home, sell, I'm thinking of buying or selling my home as I'm standing here. That's the power of this digital marketing summit. What about recruiting? How many of you are team leaders thinking of building a team and you're wondering how to build people? Like, I never do any recruiting. Like, people, real estate agents are coming in, basically, hey, applying to join. So it's an abundance of buyers, abundance of sellers, and abundance of listing agents knocking at your door. So that's the reason why in the next 3 days, I'm so excited to be at I think this is the first that I know of, Digital Marketing Summit, right? So without further ado, I want to help you. So 6 years ago, I was sitting in your shoes, and most of you know my story, but just in case if you don't, I thought I was doing well in my Coldwell Banker office, but I was sitting in a SuperConference trying to figure out. I do everything they ask me to do, the cold calling, the door knocking, the prospecting, but there is no result. In fact, my second baby is born, I have to actually send my baby back to Indonesia for my mom to take care of it while I'm here at the conference, focus on how to implement the system. And that's how commitment is, right? Commitment means like I commit, I decided, I want to figure it out. There is no plan B.